You really trying to be living large like your last name was Kennedy the first tried to tell you little man. Now how old are you and what you doing skipping school? I see you running with your lil crew out here fighting over red and blue. Now you want to claim gangs, even heard that you bought a 9mm man and that ain't it. You started out with chronic on the brain, now you're smoking amphetamines. I ain't trying to sell your dreams, I'm just trying to show you that there is other ways to getting cream. Take it from me, just go to school, make something of your young life and watch it blow up. You ain't gotta stop being cool, you ain't even gotta stop flossing fancy jewels and fast cars. Just keep it real with your game, son. Don't forget where you came from. It ain't over till I say it's over. Enough when I say enough. I'm going to fight till I die or win, and biting the dust it'll just make me angrier. Back the car up and pop the trunk. You can't see me, I'm right here and I told you to fight to say what you want to say. The doctor told me I got heart failure, my heart was failing me, but he put the E in me. From me back to the T on 9/11 they called for me and I was on demand. When the president was on pay-per-view, 9/11 it's an emergency, cowards tried to murder me. I'm back hanging out the sunroof saying this is to live and die in Cali. Forget going back to Cali, to live and die in LA. When I'm hanging out the sunroof saying and God shall send his one begotten son to lead the wild and do the waves of a man. I told you to fight to say what you want to say. Like I got a laptop in my back pocket, my pen'll go off when I have talk cause he is still in office. Now look, we got a buzz spreading faster than making paper airplanes out of a 20. Forget the money, I don't rap for dead presidents, did nothing but shoot for the moon. No one is specialer, my skill is intergalactical. I get cynical, act a fool, then I send a crew back to school. Since MCs get taken to school with this music cause I use it as a vehicle to bust a rhyme. Now I lead a new school full of students. Me, I'm a product of Rakim, Lakem Shabazz, Tupac and W.A. Cube, K, Doc, Ren, Yella, Easy, thank you. They got slim inspired enough to one day grow up, blow up and be in a position to meet Run DMC and induct them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm going back to Cali, I'm going back to Cali cause they must have forgot this is a rap. I'll survive everything you got in that chamber, man. I know sometimes these thoughts can be harsh and cold as ice to me. They're just ink blots, I just fling them like slingshots and so precise, so you might want to think it over twice when you retards can roll the dice. But beef will at least cost you your career cause even my cheap shots are overpriced. But this middle finger's free as a bird, new warhead at birth. You just forehead ed on earth, too short for a verse. Studied his formula, learned how to incorporate a curse pointed towards corporate America. Stick a fork in it and turn cause 4-letter words are more better. Heard the world force fed a turd to me, you're getting yours. But sometimes I overdo it, but I just get so into it. I was there consoling you when no one knew it. When your situation showed no improvement, I was that door, you walked over to it. I'm the light at the end of the tunnel, so people are always looking at me as they're going through it. When that tunnel vision is unclear, shit becomes too much to bear. Since cleaning out my closet when I was having trouble with the snare, I'm that unrealistic prayer answered, and I'm going to get you jacked up like you're trying to fix a flat. When you struggle with the spare, that double-fisted bear knuckles coupled with this pair of nuts I'm cupping, I am your fucking switch. Nothing can compare if you started from the bottom like a snowman. Oh man, put that in your corncob pipe and smoke that, but my battery's low. I'm going to need a booster in my pack. I know I always got proof on my back. I called you a groupie cause I knew for a fact my insulin homie. I'm calling on you cause I think I'm slowly starting to lose faith in it, so give me that inkling and motivation to go insane with the flow. Fake fans with the two-face that show let heartbeats loop, produce hate in my soul, laying vocals 2 days in a row. True statement, hate to go down this road, but there's only one route to cross this bridge, so I walk in this bitch with loose chains cause all my dues paid. But this booth is taking its toll, but it's never too late to start a new beginning. That goes for you too, so what the fuck you going to do? Use the tools you're given, or are you going to use the cards you were dealt as an excuse for you to not do shit with them? I used to play the loser victim till I saw the way proof was driven. I found my vehicle and I haven't ran out of gas yet, and when they stack decks, turn handicaps into assets, fanny packs, hourglasses. If time was still on my side, I'd still have none to waste, man. In my younger days, that dream was so much fun to chase. It's like I run in place while this shit dangled in front of my face. But how do you keep up the pace and the hunger pains once you've won the race? When that pool of exhaust is cooling off cause you don't got nothing left to prove at all, cause you done already hit them with the coup de grace. Still you feel the need to go through and deal with that Bruce Willis, that blue still, that truth still. When that wheel's loose, I won't lose, will you still believe? If not, just come along with me and creep with me, bitch. This is me, so that's got to be you, who I made on TV, what you hear on CD, what appears easy. But don't get to be thinking that you can diss me for no reason and I'll let you off that easy, cause homie, say what you say on that song, I'll turn around, jump time and take your whole CD and make it look so easy, like taking candy from a little baby. But nobody puts baby in the corner, I'm only trying to warn you. That baby gets mad, he will fucking flip on you. So now you can go call you a doctor, yelling I need a doctor, bitch. Who do you think sent you the doctor? It wasn't that easy to be to Derek, right? M and me, when I get thrown in the booth, you know I'm flipping me off, looking in the mirror saying right back at M. When I show you this whole other side I wanted to not show you, you know you're not dealing with some fucking marshmallow little soft yellow punk pussy whose heart's failing. I be goddamned if you nailing any nails in this coffin when I'm healing myself. I bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? Big said it increase the complication. I ain't the one when an Uzi weighs a motherfucking ton, and you just a student of the game that taught me. We know you're rocking every stage, and I'm awfully underrated but came here to correct it so it ain't mistaken. I'm going to say that for the record, I am the opposite of whack, opposite of weak, opposite of slack. I got lots of heat, a closest to a peak, far from a punk. You oughta stop talking to me and start trying to catch up, motherfucker. Now you get it or you don't, cause I got it and you thought you had it but you don't. When M and me got beef, we let the whole world know it. If you got beef, let the whole world know it, and let's take it to the streets and let the whole world know it. It's the chance for your big career, don't blow it, cause my homie's on this side now, and no, I ain't finished talking about it till you know you're finished. When I just diminished your whole rap and I have returned, I take each individual degenerate's head, reach into it just to see if he's influenced by me, if he listens to music, if he feeds into this shit. He's an innocent victim and becomes a puppet on the string of my tennis shoe. My name is Slim, I told you I can be shady, don't take it personal. I'll probably be the first one to send myself back in time to beat my own ass and make myself feel this freestyle flow just like I can make you do this. And when you do, just tell them you knew this and give them the bird and flip them off saying if you don't like this, then you can light it up, cause I was high when I wrote this. I wanted the fame, but not the cover of Newsweek. Oh, well, guess beggars can't be choosy. Wanted to receive attention for my music, wanted to be left alone in public, and as I sit back with this pack of zigzags and this bag of this weed, it gives me the shit needed to be the most meanest MC on this earth, and since birth I've been cursed with this curse to just curse and just blurt this berserk and bizarre shit that works and it sells and it helps in itself to relieve all this tension, dispensing these sentences, getting this stress that's been eating me recently off of this chest, and I rest again peacefully, but at least have the decency in you to leave me alone. When you're freaking me out in the streets when I'm eating or feeding my daughter, do not come and speak to me. I don't know you, and no, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. I'm not Mr. NSYNC. I'm not what your friends think. I'm not Mr. Friendly. I can be a prick if you tempt me. My tank is on empty, no patience is in me, and if you offend me I'm lifting you 10 feet in the air. I don't care who was there and who saw me, just you can go call you a lawyer, file you a lawsuit, I'll smile in the courtroom and buy you a wardrobe. I'm tired of all you. I don't mean to be mean, but that's all I can be. It's just me. Excuse me for wanting my cake and wanting to eat it too and wanting it both ways. Fame made me a balloon cause my ego inflated when I blew C, but it was confusing cause all I wanted to do is be the Bruce Lee of loose leaf abused ink. Used it as a tool when I blew steam and hit the lottery. Oh wee, but with what I gave up to get it was bittersweet. It was like winning a used mink. Ironic cause I think I'm getting so huge I need a shrink. I'm beginning to lose sleep. One sheep, two sheep going cuckoo, and kooky is cool Keith, but I'm actually weirder than you think cause I ain't much of a poet, but I know somebody once told you to seize the moment and don't squander it cause you never know when it all could be over tomorrow, so I keep conquering. Sometimes you wonder where these thoughts spawn from, and pondering will do you wonders. No wonder you're losing your mind the way it wanders. Yoda Loda Lahi, who I think it went wandering off down yonder and stumbled onto you in Vancouver cause I need an interventionist to intervene between me and this monster and save me from myself and all this conflict cause the very thing that I love's killing me and I can't conquer it. My OCD's conking me in the head, keep knocking. Nobody's home, I'm sleepwalking, I'm just relaying what the voice in my head's saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just friends with the monster that's got me beginning to feel like I just want to rap dog. So hey, this is a shout out to rap god, hippity hip hip hop, drippity drip drip drop, flippity flip flip flop. If you really want to talkity talk some shit like a bitch, tickety tick 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 tickety tick tock goes the clock. So if you talk some shit, blibbity blabbity blabbity blah 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 blah, who's the one that came and who's the one that saw? Not a the nah, not a nee nah. Oh my god, fucking bombo clad, I'm hard as Kennard, the little boy who shot Omar in the wire. Tie a whore up with barbed wire, nothing but a bra boy. I'm the real deal, and charbroil her on the bonfire, and bone voyage bitch. I'm like Chef Boyardee in this bitch. Send a bomb to my mom's lawyer, I'm a problem for ya. Boy, you think you're Tom Sawyer till I pull you out the fucking storybook and stomp on ya. Fucking fictional characters and fairy tales. Prepare yourself for Captain America on Ferris wheels, but it ain't fiction, it's fact. Boy, beware, it's real. Them lyrics you wield equals 0 to a hero shield. Mr. Fly by the seat of his pants, parasail fall, hit the trampoline, bounce and grab a pair of stilts, and I ain't wearing zilch, zip, zero, nothing, no nada. So all my people from the front to the back nod now. Who thinks their arms are long enough to slapbox? I'm the proof, boy, you're a fraud. I'll destroy you, boy. Fuck around and blow you to sod. Oh my god, boy, you didn't go there. No, you did not. I got a whole storyboard for you, boy, for you to plot. You're getting got whether you try to avoid it or not. Apology not accepted, boy. Detroit is a rock. We get to beefing. Ain't no telling at what point it will stop. All I got to do is point to the spot when the bomb drops. Boy, does it drop. And when it does, boy, there's a problem. He said I rap like a robot, so call me rap bot. But for me to rap like a computer must be in my genes. He has a laptop in his back pocket. My pen'll go off when I half cock it. He got a fat knot from that rap profit. Made a living and a killing off it ever since 2001 when the doctor introduced me on the chronic and I was still in office saying, yay, I smoked before but I didn't inhale. I'm an MC still as honest but as rude and as indecent as all hell syllables. Skillaholic, kill them all with this flippity dippity hippity hip hop. You don't really want to get into a pissing match with this rappity rap, packing a mac in the back of the yak, backpack rap crap, yap yap yakety yak, and at the exact same time I attempt these lyrical acrobat stunts while I'm practicing that I'll still be able to break a motherfucking table over the back of a couple of rappers and crack it in half. Only realized it was ironic I was signed to Aftermath after the fact. How could I not blow? All I do is drop F-bombs, feel my wrath of attack. Rappers are having a rough time period. Here's a maxi pad, it's actually disastrously bad for the whack while I'm masterfully constructing this masterpiece as I'm born to be phenomenal, unstoppable, unpoppable thought bubbles, untoppable thoughts, fucking juggernaut that will stomp you in the verse. Obstacles I'm drawn to M, when the going got rough show M what I done thought that was the worst. Little sissy, who the fuck taught you how to persevere? There ain't no situation that you ever had to respond to that's adverse. The messiest thing you've ever gone through is your purse. I don't try like Captain, I might as well hang it up like a shelf. Gotta keep growing with it, evolve cause you can keep throwing shit at the wall, but you're gonna find that nothing's gonna stick until you apply yourself. Time to slip in that zone till I find myself inside the realm where the unknown and boldly go in the waters where nobody else has gone before or willing to go. Uncharted, feeling is so bomb, I'm feeling myself, I'm a giant. Sometimes I got to remind myself that I am phenomenal. Let me self-empower you when you're down and they're trying to clown the fuck out of you. When you feel like you're running out of fuel, I'll show you how to use doubt as fuel, convert it to gunpowder too. Now what you do is put the match to the charcoal fluid, put a spark to it like Martha Stewart barbecuing. Aw, screw it, feel like you want to hit that wall, then do it, punch through it, just cock back, put your all into it. Now you're going to take that rage and make that what you raise. Never take back what you say. If you stay trapped in your brain, engage in this fuel cage match, ready to scrap ASAP. Take your fists to his bones, show Biggie who's smallest. You're Christopher Wallace. Yeah, I picture em all as plastic and foam, lace flat, where you put your dinner plate that and set it off like a placemat. I am phenomenal and I want you to say that. Step into the unknown and find yourself. You're floating freely, no emotion, got a fucking mouth with no shut up valve, can't even cut the power to it when it's what allowed me to come up out from under the fucking ground cause I worked my butt off. Now it's a subject I don't know how to shut up about cause I stuck it out like a motherfucking tongue to tie. I responded when I got shoved around. You're going to have down believers, but when you're beyond belief, you probably shouldn't wonder how. Get it how you live, but are you prepared to give more than you get and put in twice what you get back from this shit? Though what you sacrifice barely is half. Never give. Rap is my shit, but it's like my shield at the same time I wield, cause in my mind I'm a fighter. My heart's a lighter, my soul is the fluid, my flow sparks it right up. Arsenic writer, author with arthritis, carpal tunnel. Marshall will start shititis, hard-headed and hot-headed, bull-headed and pig-headed, dick-headed, a prick, a big headache, I'm sick, quick-witted. For every lyric spitted there are 6 critics who wait for me to slip with it so quick. This dynamite stick buried the wick, it's going to explode any minute. Some lunatic lit it and it's not Nelly. Do not tell me to stop yelling. When I stop selling I quit, so stop dwelling, and I am not failing. You fuckers are not ready, cause I got a pain so deep it bellows, but these cellos help just to keep me mellow. Emotion just flows over, these cold shoulders are both frozen. You don't know me, I keep saying it, I can't stress it enough, so keep playing it and stand next to the subs. I choke MCs like I'm a basket case, and I mastered this rap shit till my ass gets wasted, till my assassination, till I'm slain, cause of some fags. Infatuation, 44 mags, a fascination, a taste for disaster, and if that's the case then my pen and paper cause a chain reaction to get your brain relaxing. A zany acting maniac in action, a brainiac in fact son, you mainly lack attraction, you look insanely whack when just a fraction of my tracks run. My rhyming skills got you climbing hills, I travel through your mind into your spine like siren drills. I'm sliming grills of roaches with sprayed on disinfectants, twist the necks of rappers till their spinal column disconnects. Put this in your decks and check the monologue, turn your system up, twist them up and indulge in the marijuana smoke. This is the season for noise pollution, contamination, examination of more cartoons than animation. My lamination of narration hits a snare and bass in a track, fucked up rapper interrogation. When I declare invasion, there ain't no time to be stare and gazing. I turn the stage into a barren wasteland. I'm infinite on this mic, I bust it, I let the beat commence. I can beat the sense in your elite defense. I got some meat to mince, a crew to stomp and 2 feet to rinse. I greet the gents and ladies, I spoil loyal fans. I foil your plans and leave fluids leaking like oil pans. My coil hands around this microphone are lethal. One thought in my cerebral is deeper than a jeep full of people. MCs are feeble, I came to cause some pandemonium. Battle a band of phony MCs and stand the lonely one. Imitator, intimidator, stimulator, simulator of data, eliminator. There's never been a greater since the burial of Jesus. Fuck around and catch all the venereal diseases. My thesis will smash a stereo to pieces. My acapella releases classic masterpieces through telekinesis and eases you mentally, gently, sentimentally, instrumentally, with entity, dementedly meant to be infinite. If you want to go against me then I'll unleash this beast and start killing you MCs. Lyrically it ain't even fun for me anymore. Fuck hip hop when you going to see me to hop in from one to another like I'm too darn dangerous for you boy. You don't got no rhyme or reason and there won't be no time to finish. You going to need it to run. Yelling oh no, hip hop is in a state of 911 and nothing can stop it and nothing can change it. You better just make new living arrangements. If you think you're at the top and king of the castle you're about to get thrown off the throne and ripped a new asshole. Now everybody's asking who can catch lightning in the bottle, set fire to water coming out the nozzle on the fire hose, smash an hourglass, grab the sand, take his hands and show them, spin around to freeze the clock, take the hands of time and stop him, saying this song isn't for you, it's for me, a true MC. It's what it do just to see if he still has it and if his skills mastered, he's able to spill raps long after his killed. That's a real MC. Got you feeling me, whether willing or unwillingly you still agree, as long as there's still this hunger and will in me, then expect a longer life expectancy. I'd be a savage beast if I ain't had this outlet to salvage me inside. I'd be exploding soaked in self-loathing and mourning, so I'm warning you, don't coax me, it's silly, I'm really a sheep in wolf's clothing who only reacts when he gets pushed. Don't be fooled, the press blows up this whole thing, it's stupid they don't know cause they don't see that I'm wounded. All they did was ballooned it. I'm sick of talking about these tattoos cartoon did, that's why I tuned it out. I'm sick of duking and they can suck my dick while I'm puking, and you too, you can expect no sympathy from me. I'm an MC, this is how I'm supposed to be, cold as AG. My heart's frozen, it don't even beat, so expect no apologies man. I got evidence, I'm never dense, I've been clever ever since my residence was hesitant to do some shit that represents the MO. I'm assuming all responsibility, there's a monster will in me that always wants to kill MCs. Mike Messailor, slamming like a wrestler here to make a mess of a lyric smuggling embezzler. No one is specialer, my skill is intergalactical. I get cynical, act a fool, then I send a crew back to school. I never packed a tool or acted cool, it wasn't practical. I'd rather let a tactical, tactful track tickle your fancy. In fact I can't see, or can't imagine, a man who ain't a lover of beats or a fan of scratching. This is for my family, the kid who had a cameo on my last jam, plus the man who never had a plan B. Be all you can be, once you make an instant hit. I'm tensed a bit and tempted when I see the sins my friends commit. I'm infinite, a class clown freshman, dressed like Les Nessman. Fuck the next lesson, I'll pass the test guessing and all the other kids said I'm a disshead. He'll never last, the only class he'll pass is phys ed. Maybe true, till I told this bitch in gym class, if you mess with me then you mess with him. Nobody better test me cause I don't want to get messy, especially when I step inside this bitch, looking so freshly with my new lugs. Give the crew hugs, guzzle 2 mugs before I do drugs that make me throw up like flu bugs. True thugs, rugged and shaven messy scrubs, whipping 40 bottles like the fucking Pepsi clubs down a 5th, crack open a 6. I'm on my 7th 8 ball, now I gotta take a piss. I'm hollering at these hoes that got boyfriends, who gives a fuck who they was. I'm always taking someone else's girl like Cool J does. They probably don't be packing anyways, do they fuzz? We walked up, stomped they asses and blew they buzz. Mics get sandblasted, stab your abdomen with a handcrafted pocket knife and spill your antacid, sprayed your motherfucking crib up when I ran past it. Fucking felon, headed to hell in a handbasket. Talking shit will get you, your girl and your man blasted, kidnapped and slapped in a van wrapped in saran plastic. Get your damn ass kicked by these fantastic furious 4 motherfuckers flashing a grenade in your face without the grandmasters and that slim shady bitch. There just ain't nobody that's iller than me. I'm shady, brain dead like Jim Brady. I'm AM80, you look like that Kim lady. I'm buzzing, dirty dozen, naughty rotten rhymer cursing at you players worse than Marty Schottenheimer. You whacker than the motherfucker you bit your style from. You ain't gonna gonna sell 2 copies if you press a double album. Admit it, fuck it. While we coming out in the open, I'm doing acid, crack, smack, coke and smoking dope then. My name is Marshall Mathers, I'm an alcoholic. Hi Marshall, I have a disease and they don't know what to call it. Better hide your wallet cause I'm coming up quick to strip your cash. Bought a ticket to your concert just to come and whip your ass, bitch. I'm coming out swinging so fast it'll make your eyes spin. You getting knocked the fuck out like Mike Tyson. The proof is in the pudding. Just ask the Deshaun Holton. I'll slit your motherfucking throat worse than Ron Goldman. I'm nicer than Pete, but I'm on a search to crush a milk bone. I'm everlasting. I melt vanilla ice like silicone. I'm ill enough to just straight up diss you for no reason. I'm colder than snow season when it's 20 below freezing. Flavor with no seasoning. This is the sneak preview. I'll diss your magazine and still won't get a weak review. I'll make your freak leave you. Smell the Folgers crystals. This is a lyrical combat. Gentlemen, hold your pistols, but I form like Voltron and blast you with my shoulder missiles. Slim Shady. Eminem was the old initials. Extortion, snorting, supporting abortion, pathological liar, blowing shit out of proportion. The looniest, zaniest, spontaneous, sporadic, impulsive thinker, compulsive drinker, addict, half animal, half man, dumping your dead body inside of a fucking trash can with more holes than an Afghan. Somebody let me out this limousine. Hey, let me out. I'm a caged demon on stage screaming like Rage Against the Machine. I'm convinced I'm a fiend, shooting up while this record is spinning, clinically brain dead. I don't need a second opinion. Fuck dropping the jewel. I'm flipping the sacred treasure. I'll bite your motherfucking style just to make it fresher. I can't take the pressure. I'm sick of bitches, sick of nagging bosses bitching while I'm washing dishes. In school I never said much, too busy having a head rush, doing too much rush. Had my face flushed like red blush, then I went to gym beam. That's when my face grade went to gym in 8th grade. Raped the women's swim team. Don't take me for a joke, I'm no comedian. Too many mental problems got me snorting coke and smoking weed again. I'm going up over the curb, driving on the median, finally made it home, but I don't got the key to get in. That's right, now you got it, cause it ain't over till I say it's over. Enough when I say enough. I'm going to fight till I die or win, and biting the dust it'll just make me angrier. Back the car up and pop the trunk. You can't see me, I'm right here. Nelly is out on the front lawn asking why right here. My homie, just hold on, we're all going home. Now give me 50 feet. Defeat is not my destiny. Release me to the streets and keep whatever's left of me right out the dumpsters. He came calling himself the beast since I hooked up with E. Shit ain't ever been the same. Opened up doors for that homie and now he be thinking that your flow's beyond tight. But what I write, I'm not joking when I recite manuscripts to an MC. If it ain't rough then they know it ain't me, cause I run 100 miles just so I can make you chase me and want that bomb. I get with the lunatic, ain't nothing changed. They couldn't find the dream when they all ran fleeing the scene, cause all the fools got erased when I threw a monkey wrench up in the rap game. Ever since I hooked up with E, we found M, fucked M, then fled the scene. Why you hating at that bitch? He wanted weed. Dre and Snoop turned M out. Now he is crystal smoking and everyone is thinking that boy be tripping. Remembering back when I was born rough and rugged, my attitude was fuck it when the feds play shyest. You're watching the makings of a psychopath. The truth didn't last before the wrath and aftermath. Who's that behind the trigger? Who do your figure? A motherfucking night nigga ready to buck and rip shit up. I had enough and I don't give a fuck. Niggas isn't just the blacks, also a gang of motherfuckers dressed in blue slacks. They say niggas hang in packs and their attitude is shitty. Tell me who's the biggest gang of niggas in the city? They say niggas like to do niggas. Throw me in the cuffs with just 2 niggas, a street walking nigga and a beat walking nigga with a badge. I had to shoot you in the past for the blast, take his cash and bash his head and dump him at the dead end, and that's just his luck, cause a nigga like me don't really give a fuck. Walked in the store, what's everybody staring at? They act like they never seen a motherfucker wearing black following a nigga, and shit ain't this a bitch. All I wanted was some chips. I want to take my business elsewhere, but where? Cause who in the hell cares about a black man with a black need? They want to jack me like some kind of crack fiend. I wonder if knows that my income is more than his pension salary and then some. Your daughter is my #1 fan and your tri-fast wife wants a life with a black man. So who's the Mac? In fact, who's the blackjack? Sit back and get fat off the fat cat while he thinks that he's getting one over. I bust a move as smooth as Casanova and count another mill. I'm getting paid for my trade, but it's still real, and if you look between the lines you'll find a rhyme as strong as a fucking 9 male stacked up. Niggas wanna act up, let's put the gats up and throw your backs up. But the cop's getting dropped by the gunshot, but he's done now. We run the block to my brothers, stay strong, keep your heads up. They know we fed up, but they just don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck. I gotta give my fuck offs. Fuck you to the San Francisco Police Department. Fuck you to the Marin County Sheriff Department. Fuck you to the FBI. Fuck you to the CIA. Fuck you to the Bush. Fuck you to the America. Fuck you to all you redneck prejudice motherfuckers, and fuck you. Fuck you all punk gay sensitive little dick bastards. Motherfucking know you all can kiss my ass and suck my dick and my balls. Fuck you all. They claim that I'm violent just cause I refuse to be silent. These hypocrites are having fits cause I'm not buying it, defying it, envious because I will rebel against any oppressor, and this is known as self-defense. I show no mercy. They claim that I'm the lunatic. Man, I put lives at risk when I drive like this. I put lives at risk with a knife like this. Shit, you probably think I'm in your tape deck now. I'm in the back seat of your truck with duct tape stretched out. Duck the fuck way down, waiting to straight jump out, put it over your mouth and grab you by the face. What now? When the shit gets thick, I'm the one you go and get. Don't look confused, the truth is so plain to see. I'm the nigga that you sellouts are ashamed to be in every Jeep and every car. Brothers stomp this. I'm never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. The Underground Railroad on an uprise. This time the truth's getting told. Heard enough lies. I told them fight back, attack on society. If this is violence, then violence what I got to be. If you investigate, you will find out where it's coming from. Look through our history. America's the violent one. Unlock my brain, break the chains of your misery. This time the payback for evil shit you did to me. They call me militant racist cause I will resist. You want to censor something, motherfucker, censor this. My words are weapons and I'm step into the silent, waking up the masses. But you claim that I'm violent. The cops can't stand me, but they can't touch me. Call me a dope man cause I rock dope beats, jacked by the police cause I didn't have my ID. I said, excuse me, why you trying to rob me? He had the nerve to say that I had a curfew. Do you know what time it is? Get out the fucking car or I will hurt you. Get out the car or I will hurt you. So here I go, I better make my mind up, pick my 9 up or hit the lineup. I stepped into the streets, the first cop grabbed me, the other ripped my seat. They grabbed my homie and they threw him to the concrete. What you doing, man? They tried to frame me, they tried to say I had some dope in the backseat, but I'm a rap fiend, not a crack fiend. My homie panicked, I'm out, he tried to run, freeze nigga. I heard a bullet fire from the cop's gun, my homie dropped, so I hit the cop, I kept swinging, yo, I couldn't stop. Before I knew it, I was beating the cop senseless. The other cop dropped his gun, he was defenseless, fuck you. Now I'm against this cop who was racist, giving him a taste of trading places and all this cause the Peckerwood was trying this frame up, but I came up. Now they claiming that I'm violent as I was beaten on a cop. I heard a gun click, then the gun shot, but I wasn't hit. I turned around, it was my homie with the gun in hand, he shot the cop. Damn, now he's a dead man. I said come on, it's time for us to get away. Let's go, we gotta get the fuck out of here. They called for backup and they'll be on their way. Jumped in the car and tried to get away quick, the car wouldn't start. Damn, we in deep shit, so we jumped out. Come on, let's take the cop's car. We drove a little ways thinking that we got far, but I looked up and all I saw was blue lights. If I die tonight, I'm dying in a gunfight. I grabbed the AK, my homie took the 12 gauge, load em up quick, it's time for us to spray. We'll shoot em up with they own fucking weapons, and when we through spraying then we step in. This is a lesson to the rednecks and crooked cops. You fuck with real niggas, get ya fucking ass dropped. So here we go, the police against us, dark as dusk, waiting for the guns to bust. What's next, man? What's next? I don't know, and I don't care. One thing's faux show, tomorrow I won't be here, but if I go I'm taking all these punks with me. Pass me a clip, G, now come and get me. You want to sweat me, never get me to be silent, giving them a reason to claim that I'm violent, killing us one by one. In one way or another, America will find a way to eliminate the problem one by one. The problem is the troubles in the black youth of the ghettos, and one by one we are being wiped off the face of this earth at an extremely alarming rate. And even more alarming is the fact that we are not fighting back. Brothers, sisters, niggas, when I say niggas, it is not the nigga we are grown to fear, it is not the nigga we say as if it has no meaning, but to me it means never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. Niggas, what are we going to do? Walk blind into a line? Or fight and die if we must? Like niggas, this is for the masses, the lower classes, the ones you left out. Jobs were giving better living, but we were kept out, made to feel inferior, but we're superior. Break the chains in our brains that made us fear you. Pledge allegiance to a flag that neglects us. Honor a man that who refuses to respect us. Emancipation Proclamation, please. Lincoln just said that to save the nation. These are lies that we all accepted. Say no to drugs, but the government's kept it running through our community, killing the unity. The war on drugs is a war on you and me, and yet they say this is the home of the free, but if you ask me, it's all about hypocrisy. The Constitution, yo, it don't apply to me, and Lady Liberty still the bitch lied to me. Steady strong, nobody's going to like what I saying, but it's wrong to keeping someone from learning something. So get up, it's time to start nation building. I'm fed up, we gotta start teaching children that they can be all that they want to be. There's much more to life than just poverty. This is definitely words of wisdom. America, I charge you with the crime of rape, murder, and assault, for suppressing and punishing my people. I charge you with robbery for robbing me of my history. I charge you with false imprisonment for keeping me trapped in the projects, and the jury finds you guilty on all accounts, and you are to serve the consequences of your evil schemes. Prosecutor, do you have any more evidence? Words of wisdom, they shine upon the strength of a nation. Conquer the enemy on with education, protect yourself, reach for what you want to do, know thyself, teach what we've been through on with the knowledge of the place, then no one will ever oppress this race again. No Malcolm X in my history text. Why is that? Because he tried to educate and liberate all blacks. Why is Martin Luther King in my book each week? He told blacks if they get smacked, turn the other cheek. I don't get it, so many questions went through my mind, I get sweated. They act as if asking questions is a crime, but forget it, one day I'm going to prove them wrong. Now every brother had to smother on the welfare line. The American dream, though it like it's attainable, they're pulling your sleeve. Don't believe, cause it will strangle you, pulling the life of your brain. I can't explain, beg as you can obtain from which you came. Swear that your mother is living in equality, forgetting your brother that's living her apology. Thought they had us beaten when they took out King, but the battle ain't over till the black man sings. Words of wisdom, but the battle ain't over till the black man sings. Words of wisdom, America's nightmare. Is that what I'm? America's nightmare? Well, I am what you made me, the hate and evil that you gave me. I shine of a reminder of what you have done to my people for 400 plus years. You should be scared, you should be running, you should be trying to silence me, but you cannot escape fate. Well, it is my turn to come, just as you rose you shall fall. By my hands, America, you reap what you sow. That's why I have been around clowning with the underground. I'm still down with my homies from the hometown, and if you need anything at all, I drop it all for you all. If my homies call, it's a shame you chose the dope game. Now you slang Kane on the streets with no name. It was claimed that your aim was Mo Kane. You got game, now you run with no shame. I chose rapping tracks to make stacks. In fact, I travel the map with raps that spray cats, but now I don't wanna down my homie. No matter how low you go, you're not lowly, and I hear that you made a few enemies, but when you need a friend, you can depend on me. Call if you need my assistance, there'll be no resistance. I'll be there in an instant. Who am I to judge another brother only on his cover? I'd be no different than the other. H to the O to the M to the I to the E. I'm down to the END, cause it's a fall in no time at all. I'm down for y'all when my homies call. Word if my homies call, that's why I wrote this song. If you ever need me, it's on. No matter who the foe, they must fall. Us against them all, I'm down to brawl if my homies call. Cause if I'm supposed to be the soldier who never shows his composure, even though I hold the weight of the whole world on my shoulders, I ain't never supposed to show it. My crew ain't supposed to know it, even if it means going toe to toe with them. It don't matter, I'd never drag em in battles that I can handle unless I absolutely have to. I'm supposed to set an example, I need to be the leader. My crew looks for me to guide him. If some shit ever does pop off, I'm supposed to be beside him, and all that other shit I tried to squash it, but it was too late to stop it. There's a certain line you just don't cross, and he crossed it. I heard him say his name on a song and I just lost it. It was crazy. This shit went way beyond some Jay-Z and Nas shit, and even though the battle was won, I feel like we lost it. I spent too much energy on it. Honestly, I'm exhausted and I'm so caught in it, I almost feel I'm the one who caused it. This ain't what I'm in hip-hop for. It's not why I got in it. That was never my object, for someone to get killed. Why would I want to destroy something I helped build? It wasn't my intentions. My intentions were good. I went through my whole career without ever mentioning it, and that was just out of respect for not running my mouth and talking about something that I knew nothing about. Plus Dre told me stay out. This just wasn't my beef, so I did. I just fell back, watched and gritted my teeth while he's all over TV down talking a man who literally saved my life. Like fuck it, I understand this is business and this shit just isn't none of my business. Still knowing this shit could pop off at any minute, cause there used to be a time when you could just say a rhyme and wouldn't have to worry about one of your people dying, but now it's elevated cause once you put someone's kids in it the shit gets escalated. It ain't just words no more, is it? It's a different ball game, calling names, and you ain't just rapping. We actually tried to stop the 50 and Ja beef from happening. Me and Dre had sat with him, kicked it and had a chat with him and asked him not to start it. He wasn't gonna go after him until Ja started yapping in magazines how we stabbed him. Fuck it, 50 smash him, mash him and let him have it. Meanwhile my attention is pulling in other directions. Some receptionist at the source who answers phones at his desk has an erection for me and thinks that I'll be his resurrection. Tries to blow the dust off his mic and make a new record, but now he's fucked the game up cause one of the ways I came up was through that publication, the same one that made me famous. Now the owner of it has got a grudge against me for nothing. Well fuck it, that motherfucker can get it too. Fuck him then, but I'm so busy being pissed off I don't stop to think that we just inherited 50's beef with Murder Inc. And he's inherited mine, which is fine, ain't like either of us mind. We still have soldiers that's on the front line that's willing to die for us as soon as we give the orders, never to extort us, strictly to show they support us. We'll maybe shout them out in a rap or up in a chorus to show them we love them back and let them know how important it is to have Runyon Avenue soldiers up in our corners. Their loyalty to us is worth more than any award is, but I ain't trying to have none of my people hurt and murdered. It ain't worth it. I can't think of a perfecter way to word it than to just say that I love y'all too much to see the verdict. I'll walk away from it all before I let it go any further, but don't get it twisted.